No, that's the
So she's
answer.
texting you back. Okay, okay.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
What these people want more than anything is three things: sympathy, understanding, acceptance. There are people out there who wake up one day and just decide they were a dude. And the next day they wake up, now they're a chick. Third day they can't decide. That's got to be insane, dude. Like, no offense to anyone, but that's what they want: acceptance, understanding, and sympathy. Because that's just ish, dude. I can't begin to imagine what that's like, being that confused with your identity. That has to suck major Asperger's, dude. Now, I get bullied for having Asperger's, so I kind of sympathize. I say the word kind of loosely because it's for a different reason, but there you go.
I mean, we're just all in the community asking questions that, like, we all talk about. It's really fun. How many genders are there?
The many. Keep going, huh?
How many genders are there?
There's multiple genders.
How many genders do you have? Two.
No, there's more than one.
Trans athletes were recently banned in Florida from competing in sports with women in middle schools and colleges. Why? Do you agree or disagree?
Disagree. Everyone should be equalized. You know what I'm saying?
This is okay. You have a chick saying, okay, hold up. Would you be saying that, though? And I'm not trying to be mean, okay? No offense to Blair White or this individual she's asking questions to, but how would you feel if you were a woman and you were getting your ass kicked in a sport you loved playing, and it was completely unfair? And if you tried to call it out for what it is, you get labeled a transphobe. No, it's the truth, YouTube. You wouldn't want to fucking give baseball players steroids that gave them an advantage over the competition. How is this any fucking different? Because there were dudes out there, okay, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. There were dudes out there who have reaped the benefits of testosterone and are now unadvantagedly dominating competition. It's the truth. And how would you feel? You know what I'm saying? And like, we've already had a very long, lengthy discussion about that on my last video response that I made with Sydney Watson's video. You support trans women's rights in sports, you get labeled a sexist, misogynistic male pig. But if you support the actual women who are born women and identify as women on this issue, you get labeled a transphobe. So it's like, I'm sorry, but there are women out there who've had to work for decades to get a women's sports league. Okay? So, like, until we have a transgendered athletes league of our own, yes, you should let them play alongside women in sports, but with some really heavy regulations. Like, their testosterone levels have to be at a certain level for X amount of years before they're allowed to play. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, you want to talk about fairness and inclusiveness. There are women out there who are getting their asses kicked in sports because they don't have enough testosterone to compete against the competition. And if anyone calls it out for the bullshit it is, well, you get called a transphobe. And that's like, okay, if you're not going out of your way to personally harass somebody because they're trans, that's transphobia harassing 101. But saying, hey, you know what? I still think it's fair that there are men out there who are physically stronger than women being allowed to compete against women as women. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. Look, you want to call me an asshole, go right ahead. That's your prerogative, man.
Like, if they don't want to be what they were born to be, they could choose what they want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Or they could be a redneck.
If they that is different because
or not a redneck.
No, because they hate our kind. You know,
the idea that all rednecks are homophobic. Wow. Way to marginalize a group of hardworking people. A lot of rednecks are blue-collar, hardworking Americans. And a lot of that is just a stereotype. The whole, oh, you're redneck, you're white trash, I bet you're racist and you hate gays. Seriously? Like, dude, come on. You know how many rednecks out there are watching this going, excuse me? My nephew Cletus came out of the closet. I support what he does, even if I think it's a little weird. And that's the thing of it. You might think it's a little weird, but you should support it. As long as they're not hurting anyone underneath the age of 18 and it's consensual, who the fuck cares? Could you imagine being attacked just for being redneck? You know what I'm saying? Oof. No, you gotta love white stereotypes. Oh, you're redneck? I bet you're a racist. I bet you love watching NASCAR. You might be a redneck if you hate your neighbors because they're gay, but you watch NASCAR religiously. Just kidding, YouTube. No, it's ridiculous. The stereotype that all you're white, you're redneck. I bet you're homophobic too. Jesus Christ. Some of these rednecks are watching lesbian porn. Like, I don't think they're fucking homophobic, and if they are, they need to knock it the fuck off. You know, how the fuck are you going to sit there and fire up the laptop and watch two redneck girls mud wrestle each other buck-ass naked while slamming Red Bulls and driving four-wheeler trucks, jacking off to that shit like, oh my God, yes! You got a tattoo of the rebel flag on your dick, so when it goes up, you're just like, the South will rise again. And then go to church on Sunday and fucking condemn everyone else for making those life decisions. Like, what the fuck? Like, I support gay rights as long as you're not, you know, attacking people who are innocent and of a certain age and is consensual. Who the fuck cares?
Gay, and I've never met one single redneck that loves us. You know what I'm saying?
The governor of Florida recently banned trans.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because that just paints a really negative picture for a lot of folks who are white and or redneck. And it's like, oh, it's the fucking truth. You go to your mudding hole at your local Redneck Fest 2020. Everyone's got their trucks, their four-wheelers. You see two chicks slamming Jack Daniels and they start making out with each other. And you're like, hell yeah, I want to see that shit. Give me some of that Jack, goddammit. You support that, but you won't support the other side of it. And that's the thing of it, YouTube. Like, I get it. You want to see two chicks that are of age kiss, 1,000%, dog. But you cannot support that without supporting the other side, even if the other side of it makes you a little cringe, you know, like, you know. Imagine if you were being straight and then I got persecuted. You were straight for of age women, or you were a chick and you're straight for of age men, and that shit fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's the truth. How would you feel? You would hate it. You know what I'm saying? If you got your ass kicked and if you're being harassed just because you like of age pussy, that'd be some bullshit. Oh, wait. That kind of is being attacked now. That's right. If you identify as the gender you were born, people call you a transphobe. If you say you only date women or the people who were born the gender they were born, you're a transphobe. Keep in mind, you don't go out of your way to harass people. You just have a preference. Much like these people who are calling themselves gay, straight, lesbian have a preference. You know, if they refuse to date us, can we say that they're straight phobes? You know, it doesn't work like that, to be honest. But this kind of fucking conversation gets people really heated, YouTube.
Women from being involved in sports with women in middle school and college. What do you think? Agree or disagree?
Well, I think he's a stupid and she die because trans women and men are the best thing that ever God created. Like it's just so.
And the narcissism, whatever you identify as, he, she, them with their narcissism. Tone it down, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but if I had said, and I quote, I'm King Cobra JFS, and I'm God's gift to of-age cis women, I'm the best thing that was ever created, y'all would look at me like, whoa, this dude's got some egotistical fucking issues, but this guy says it, and we're supposed to accept it because he's alternative. Fuck off with your hypocrisy.
Dumb that somebody could ever blame anybody for something. So you guys are making the wrong thing to the world because trans are always gonna exist. We're always gonna be born. We're always gonna live. We're always gonna be in this world. There's always gonna be trans. You're not the only first trans. You're beautiful, by the way.
Jen, thank you.
You don't need to compliment you.
I want to give this video a like because I support rights. But holy crap.
Technically, everybody does need to compliment.
Okay, hold on. Everyone has masculine and feminine energy, and just something back.
And it's
So
okay to embrace both.
I love her. She's hot. She's very hot. Let's be real.
Okay, so it's nice to see there are some like-minded individuals who say it's okay to embrace your masculine side and it's okay to embrace your feminine side as long as you're not a dick about it. Can we at least agree on that? Like, on one hand, you got dudes who are being told you're being too masculine and it's toxic men behavior. You need to be more feminine. So then as soon as men try to be more feminine, we get told by our society that, oh, men today are too feminized. It's the truth. You know, it's like women who stand up for men's rights and like to get good of-age dick, they get slut-shamed and called a weak coward for it. Men who stand up for women's rights get called a simp. And they get told, all you want's pussy. And both of these are toxic for the adult dating scene everywhere, YouTube.
No, I would make out with her. However,
And that is how you
I
decide.
would sleep with her. But I do not agree that there's male or female. No. What's your name?
Andres.
Nice to meet you.
I saw you in that music video. I was like,
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there is male and female. Otherwise, like, if you want to be non-binary and say that you don't have a gender, that's your choice. But you cannot just simply erase facts of Mother Nature because of your identity and your preferences. Now, I might eat that scorpion live. I might do it on a separate video. We'll see how I'm feeling by the end of this video response. The scorpion's on a live at least. But...
I actually never asked her. This is funny. You actually look pretty in person.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my
That's why I
God.
didn't fully recognize you. You look very pretty. Wait,
How many genders are there?
Two.
So Demi Lovato recently came out and said that gender reveal parties are transphobic. Do you agree?
Oh my fucking God. Then, yeah, this is why I wonder if the weed in California is making people too retarded. Demi Lovato came out and said that gender reveal parties are transphobic. Oh my God. You should be able to identify as the gender you feel comfortable with without it being a fucking issue. Like, Jesus Christ, now it's just breathing is transphobic. Like, are you fucking kidding me, YouTube? That's what it feels like. Like, oh, did you just breathe? That's transphobic. Because it's just like, shut the fuck up. Okay, isn't the whole point of being trans, like being able to be comfortable with the identity you choose? But now Demi Lovato saying you can't throw a party to celebrate that because that's transphobic. Oh, you can't throw a party to celebrate that? Then I guess gay pride parades are transphobic too, huh? Fuck off, YouTube. Duh. Now I would have gotten some alcohol today for this video response, but I spent my album money on getting my dad something for Father's Day. I ordered my dad some tactical soap, the original 6 cents, of which I want to keep the Bond #1, as that's my favorite scent. Then I'll give my dad the rest of them for Father's Day as a gift. So there you go.
You said like we're
Yes, I think that maybe we should have transgender reveal parties when the child is ready to reveal their gender.
Nah, nope. Or we could stop pushing transgender agenda onto kids and just let them be kids. It's the truth. You know, it's the truth. And it's just disgusting the way they do this. And if you try calling it out for what it is, you get called a transphobe. But back in the day, like little Billy wanted to join the baseball team because his dad's super into baseball. The majority of it is just kids doing it for acceptance and attention. Okay? Most kids do not begin to even know the concept of what it's like to be trans. And I'm sorry, but transgender rights do matter. However, kids should not be allowed to be trans until they are 18. Plain and simple. There are so many health consequences to children who are realigning their surgery before they've had a chance to fully go through puberty. It's the truth. There are so many health causes, like risks. It's just not even funny. And the fact that there are people out there advocating for this is a bit creepy. Like, okay, you know what? You're 18, you're fresh out of college, you come out as non-binary purple unicorn female. Good for you. You want to get surgeries to make yourself more like a female. You want to dress up and cosplay and furry suits and do your thing. Cool. Just don't involve kids with it and make sure it's consensual and we're Gucci.
Okay. What do you think is an appropriate age for children to transition if they want to be the opposite gender?
I would say at least 18 years.
What do you think
What's your
is
name?
my name's Claire.
What are your friends?
So there's that dude who says at least 18. Yes, I agree. 18 or up. That's it. You must be 18 years of age or older and gone through puberty as the sex you were assigned at birth before you can legally do it. The whole trans thing. Like, I don't give a shit if Caitlyn Jenner is transgender or if Elton John's gayer than a $2 bill. That is their life choice, dude. As long as you're not hurting minors and it's consensual, who cares? But then we got this cupcake right here at, what's the time stamp? 6 minutes and 23 seconds in.
She and her.
Hey, Blair.
Hi.
Nice to see you, girl.
So, what do you think is an appropriate age for children to transition if they want to be the opposite gender?
0.
What is this guy smoking? If your child is 0 years old, they're not even old enough to crawl, let alone poop for themselves. They're not going to be old enough to maturely make that decision. What the Oh my god, YouTube. This is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is probably the same kind of asshole that says, oh, you just had a kid, congratulations, what's their name? And then the parents are like, oh, we just had a baby girl, her name is whatever her name is, you know, and they're like, oh my god, did you just assume your child's identity? How dare you transphobe? It's like, dude, they're not even old enough to be potty trained, let alone figure this complex. Stop with what you're doing. You're being stupid. But turn around and okay, yeah, you know, if you're 0 years of age, and how is a 0-year-old gonna let you know that that they're in the wrong body? Are they gonna make like some weird baby noise that lets you know, hey, they're gender confused? No. Their concept of life right at that age is, when's mommy gonna breastfeed them, change my diaper, let me sleep? That's it. That is their fucking concept in life. Their concept does not go beyond that until they are mature enough to at least be in high school. Jesus Christ, people are stupid.
You know, I think gender is a performance and an identity, and as soon as you're called to your nature, you perform.
What's your name?
My name is.
No. What was that even that flobbly gluck, that flam fluke? What was even that? Hold up. This thing got subtitles. Jesus Christ.
Hi.
Nice to you, girl.
So, what do you think is an appropriate age for children to transition if they want to be the opposite gender?
0. You know, I think gender is a performance and an identity, and as soon as you're called to your nature.
What? You think gender is a performance and an identity, and as soon as you're called to your nature,
You perform.
What's your name?
you perform. What? Okay. What? Dude, there's not enough pot and alcohol in the world to make sense of that crap. Gender is a performance? Dude, I want to put the glass dick down for a second, because holy crap, how do you even make... What? Gender is a performance. You know what a performance is? Going to a theater, watching a play on Broadway. Oh, look, Cats is on in New York City. Fantastic. You know what performance is? The way your car performs. You upgraded the engine. Now it's faster. Well, what the fuck? Of course, they were standing by a bar, so that could have been the reason why he was talking like that. You know, a little bit of that, yeah. Liquid stupid. Gender's a performance. What the Holy crap, YouTube. This is ridiculous.
My name is Jake.
Okay, nice to meet you, Jake.
Nice to meet you as well.
So, you're out here in West Hollywood. It's Pride Weekend.
It is.
So, let's talk about things that are hot button in the community right now.
Absolutely.
So, how many genders are there?
There are multiple genders.
Give me a number.
I would say at least 5.
Okay.
Men, women, they, theirs, transgender. That's great. Yeah, 5.
Okay. How many genders are there?
Okay, back to the guy or whoever they identify as, calling it a performance. Oh, here we go.
An infinite amount. We all deserve to be alive. No question about it. We all get the privilege of being alive.
Yeah, you cannot say there are an infinite amount of genders, because that just gets confusing. And not everyone deserves to be alive. I'm sorry, but sick fucks who hurt children, they can die. Murderers and psychopaths and rapists and people who just bring so much negativity into our world, they can fuck off too.
So, what do you think of Florida recently banning trans women athletes in public schools and colleges from being involved in sports with biological?
That's disgusting because I actually have a friend.
Okay, you want to talk about that's disgusting. Oh my god. You guys, curtains. No, I'm just kidding. Don't be an asshole, Josh. You want to talk about disgusting, my dude? Do I have to recap some of the crap I've said in that last video response? Could you imagine being a woman, right? Your whole identity is sports. You're a woman. You're in sports. and you train your whole life to be on your college's team. You're in track and you're in field and you're in whatever all throughout high school. And then in college, you spend your whole life being told what pieces of shit men are, how men dominate everything, and they don't allow women any room to grow or be themselves. They take over everything, right? Only to once again, okay. You want to talk about disgusting how men are taking advantage of the system and the society's letting them do it? This is why I say the transgender individuals fucking need to have their own goddamn league. Or if you're going to let men who have transitioned into women play alongside actual women, then their testosterone levels have to be that of an average woman. Otherwise, they shouldn't be allowed to play. You want to talk about how disgusting and unfair that is? Watch the episode of South Park, the Strong Woman episode. Kind of pretty much sums up what I'm talking about. You got some woman getting her ass kicked in the arena because of unfair political bullshit, and as soon as you call it out, you're either a transphobe, but if you support the trans women, you get called a sexist by real women. So it's like, what do you do?
Friend of my own that lives in Florida that is trans, and the fact that that cannot be promoted in that state is disgusting. Like, to be honest.
No, it is disgusting. It's disgusting on both sides, to be fair. Yes, it's disgusting they're not letting trans people play in sports. And yes, it's disgusting that there are people out there who are taking advantage of this whole trans thing just dominate in sports. It's disgusting on both sides. The thing of it is, both sides are right and both sides are wrong. That's what pisses a lot of people off about the argument. And yeah, it's pretty disgusting that, they're not letting trans people perform in sports. There should be some regulation in play to where it's fair for both the trans athletes and the women they're playing alongside / against. Side note, you're never going to see a chick transition into a dude and then try to play men's sports. That kind of crap would never happen. Like, oh yeah, Ronda Rousey is totally going to grow a dick and then demand to be in UFC fighting with alongside her fellow male competitors. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit would never happen.
It's gross. So how would you respond to people who say that?
Well, speaking of UFC, let's have a serious discussion. Why is it though in UFC fighting you never see men versus women? Some 400-pound muscly motherfucker comes out in the ring like, you know what I'm saying? Some like 395, 200-pound dude of solid fucking man muscle comes out into the arena. And then here comes a dainty little 185-pound woman with her cute little female muscles going, okay, yeah, girl power. Woohoo. How come you never see those two face off in the arena? Because somehow it's wrong to hit women. Yes, we're seeing transgender athletes take advantage of the system, and yes.
Trans women have the biological advantage. You know, how much
Like with athleticism?
Yeah, because there have been studies like that have shown that there is an advantage, but how much do you think it matters?
I think it's like 0%.
Okay. You see how close-minded some of these people are? It's the truth. Like you care more about your fucking issues and what you're going through than what someone else is going through. But then you want to bitch because there's no equality in the world. The fucking hypocrisy of it makes my fucking head spin. And there have been some studies that suggest that, hey, transgendered women who have transitioned from men to women have a distinct advantage on the playing field. Nope, won't even consider it. And to be fair, like I said, trans, gays, lesbians, etc. have been discriminated against for so long that if you call it out for the other side and what it is, you get told to shut up and quit being a phobe. It's the truth. But could you imagine the look on some woman's face? Every woman in her family has a proud history of being a track runner. All the way up to her great-grandmother who said, boy, I had to fight like hell to get a women's league for the track and field in my high school. And when we got it, well, we showed them boys what's up. You know what I'm saying? Just to have their great-great-granddaughter show up to college to run for track like it is in her family's history. This is Bethany. She used to be a Ben, so you better treat her with respect. Otherwise, we're gonna make you sit on the sidelines like a poopy butt face. And you can take one look at Bethany. The chick is like 6 feet tall, muscles out to freaking here, long ass freaking legs, can run a mile in less than a minute, and you want to talk about how unfair it is to the women out there who are naturally less stronger than that individual because of the simple fact of genetics. Yeah. You think it matters 0%. Yeah, but would you be saying that if you were born a female and had to go through the crap female have had to go through? See, it's interesting. It's interesting how your perspective on shit like this changes when you're in the other person's shoes.
The 100 spectrum.
Is it transphobic to not want to date trans people?
No, it's not. Like, and the funny part is, I think you're hot as I don't want to date you. Like, I don't know.
Offended by.
I think you're beautiful, but I don't want to.
It's just real. Like, it's the same for me. Like, I'm not attracted to trans people. It doesn't mean I hate them. I am trans.
No, I want you to time. I love you.
Now, how's that for a nutshell? Blair White is a trans woman, but she herself is not attracted to trans people. What? No one's going to call her a transphobe for saying that. She doesn't want to date trans people because she is transgender. So why should it be any different? Like,
this is more of a funny one. This is more of a one that everyone's been like kind of tripping up on. Can you recite the entire LGBT acronym, like the current one? Because there's a new letter all the time. It's like
LGBTQIA+.
Okay, I have to correct you.
Okay.
Because it is a difference.
Oh my God! Well, it's always growing.
No, I know it's too much.
I'm sorry. It's like always growing.
It's currently LGBTQIAAP, and sometimes with a 2+.
Okay, yeah.
what the fuck is even that?
AAP, and sometimes with a 2+.
Okay, yeah, I can't do.
LGBTQIAAP++. Hey man, whatever floats your boat. Just don't mess with children and freaking make sure it's consensual.
P, and sometimes with a 2+.
Okay, yeah, I can't do. Like,
Right.
I don't understand that.
It's a lot.
It's just confusing.
It's like redundant.
Thank
Nobody
you.
wants to say it. Like nobody wants to.
No, it's the truth. Like nobody's gonna want. Most people are not gonna take the time to hear your side of the arguments if it's super confusing, and if the whole gender identity bullshit is constantly changing.
To say all that.
Right.
I'm sorry.
You're right.
Like just as a personal, like I'm a gay man, but
I'll say
like
it
it's
too.
like yeah, it's like okay, that's too much.
It
I
is.
forgot to say LGBTQIAAFF ABCD
I know.
EFG. Like it's like so extra.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's extra.
But it's so
It's
extra.
extra.
Oh my God, why are you so pretty?
I don't know. Office surgery. How many genders are there?
Okay, so
Endless. Just as there are as many stars, there's as many genders.
No,
Hey, I love it. We got it waiting. I love
you know. Okay. that's the problem. You can't just say there are many genders as there are stars. Nope, we're not doing that. You're just gonna get confusing, and then your ideology of gender is gonna overlap into each other. It's just like, what?
You got it. I'm good.
It's good.
No, it's good.
We gotta get our friend really quick. She's like,
Ask him one question. One question. One question.
No wrong answer.
For sure.
Like no judgment.
Let's go.
How many genders are there?
Oh. 3. Male, female, other.
Okay. Bye. Love you. Okay. So our trek through West Hollywood during Pride weekend is officially over. You got sunglasses on at night. What's wrong with you? Anyway, I personally enjoyed everyone's answers. I know that everyone was living their best lives and kind of tipsy, but I feel like it was evident of the fact that not everyone agrees on these issues. I thought it was good. I had a lot of fun. I loved seeing people. I loved meeting subscribers. I loved seeing my friends. It was fun. It was really fun. Do you have fun? I had a lot of fun. Don't lie. You want to go home? I want to go home because he wants to go sleepy home. And I want to shower. Let's go home. Bye. Leave in the comments what you guys think of this video. Subscribe to this channel as well as my second channel. I'll put an annotation somewhere on the screen for you to do that. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, not TikTok because I'm banned. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. So I was getting in the car to look cute, but I'm not actually driving because Joey is the silver one. So Joey's driving.
Welcome to Raid Shadow Legends. If you're wondering just what you're getting into, Raid Shadow Legends.
Good gravy, YouTube. Even amongst the community themselves, there are disagreements. Oh, shit. I'll grab a glass of water and we'll legit put some entertainment into this video. Yes. Like, I've had scorpions before, like the little suckers. This one's just a little bit bigger. That's what she said. So let's see what we got. Big old black scorpion. One of those scorpions you can snack on. You know, like I said, I support LGBTQ, LMLP, QRS, whatever the fuck you want to call it, rights. Holy shit. Look at that, YouTube. Once you get past the fact that you're about to eat a scorpion, you just kind of, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's the truth. I support LGBTQ plus rights. Just, you know, we got to end the bigotry and hatred on both sides. There's no reason why gays, straights, trans, and lesbian, etc. can't just get along. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's cooked at least. Yes. Ugh. Crunchy. Ugh. It's got a good flavor on it, but the crunchy texture kind of throws me off. Oh crap, YouTube, I'm eating the scorpion now. Look out. Now for safety consumptions, of course, they removed the stinger. Trying to eat as much of this scorpion as I can on camera. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, like I said, seriously can't believe I'm eating a fucking scorpion on YouTube. Look at this shit. I want to see if I can eat this whole entire scorpion. Yes. Like once you get past the fact that it's a black scorpion, and these are actually a delicacy in other countries. Yeah. If you like watching me eat crazy snacks on the YouTube, subscribe for more. Look at that. Eating a black scorpion on YouTube. One bite for the hell of it, as healthy junk food would say. I gotta swallow it. Oh, like, holy crap, Kobu's ate a fucking black scorpion on YouTube. What? Anyways, YouTube's King Cobra JFS back in there with another videos. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.